Over here in our previous lecture, we saw how to subscribe to a given package. And once the subscription is active, what we need to do is ensure that the is subscribed is set to true. But right now, we are not getting that confirmation from Stripe's end. To enable this kind of feature, what we need to do is implement webhooks in Stripe. And to do that, you need to visit this URL. Under developers, you'll be able to access the webhooks. If I click on this webhooks option over here, I can go ahead and create a new add endpoint. And this endpoint URL that we are viewing over here will be actually pointing to our localhost URL. And that can be mapped using ngrok. And to create the endpoint, you will require to confirm your password. Once you do that, you'll be able to provide the endpoint URL over here. Now, the endpoint URL, as you can see, I've launched ngrok, and here it's pointing to this URL or forwarding to this URL. So I'll be copying this URL now, and I'll be putting it over here. And then I'll have to prepend it with the actual URL, which is going to be API/stripehooks. So that's the endpoint that we will have. And here we need to listen to certain events. Now, in case of subscription, we need to go to customer, and here under customer, if you scroll down a bit, you'll be finding these customer subscription created, customer subscription deleted, and one with customer subscription updated. So these are the three endpoints that we'll be targeting. Click on add endpoints, and once that's done, click add endpoint over here and ensure that you don't have any spaces in the endpoint URL. Once you have reviewed that, click on add endpoint, and this is going to create a webhook. Now what you need to take from here is click on the signing secret to reveal the webhook ID, and this is something that we will be copying and pasting in our local environment, and here we'll be specifying the Stripe signing secret. Once that's done, we'll be back to our stripehooks.js page, and here you can see that we are importing init Stripe and also one more package called micro. Now you can install this micro package by running this command npm I micro, and after that we need to specify this config, which contains the API body parser set to false. After that, we are creating the or initializing the Stripe using the Stripe secret key, and then finding the signature from the request headers and the signing secret that we just now retrieved by creating a new webhook endpoint. And here we have the request buffer. Finally, we are constructing this event, and in case of any error, we are logging that error over here with HTTP status code 400. Finally, if everything goes well, we are sending this event as received, and this is our handler by default. So what we need to do now is run our application. Over here you can see it's running now, and we need to go to pricing. Over here I can go ahead and click on this yearly subscription, let's say, and once that's subscribed, here we'll be clicking on the subscribe option. And once subscribed successfully, what we need to do is go to our page over here, and here you can see the output coming up for the event. One is for the created and the other one is for subscription updated. One thing to note over here when you're configuring your webhook is that you don't need to specify the file extension like I did in my case. All we need to do is just provide the file name without the extension. So that's all that we need to do in order to subscribe to Stripe webhooks using Next.js API routes.